Hello, my name is Trydar. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build a futuristic space satellite in Minecraft. Let's get started. So let's take a closer look at our satellite here. As you can see, we have a number of redstone flashing lights to indicate our satellite is doing something. A number of antennas and of course some solar panels to power our satellite. Of course, if you need perhaps say a communications satellite or an observation satellite or perhaps even a spy satellite, you can use this design for that purpose. But you know, it's not a very big build. It's just designed to be a complement to the other space themed stuff that I've done, my space station, the space telescope, and the Subnautica series and everything. It's not the same general technological style for that. So if you want to build something, you only need just a couple of materials here. So let's take a look at that real quick. You will need just one stack, 64 blocks of white concrete, 71 blocks of cyan terracotta, 34 blocks of yellow concrete, 40 blocks of light blue stained glass, 16 light blue stained glass panes, 6 sea lanterns, 16 redstone lamps, and 16 observers. You may only need 8 redstone lamps depending, because I do have some hidden behind there that you can't see. Those may or may not be necessary to make the other lights function. Redstone, not really my forte. But I do try and add it in when I can. Now, the dimensions for the build are as follows. It is 21 by 11 by 27 tall. So wherever you're going to build this, if you want to build this at build height, make sure you start 27 blocks down from that, perhaps 30 blocks to give yourself a little bit of room. And you should be able to fit the build in just fine. The rest of it, as I said, will fit in a big box bounded by those dimensions. So the first thing you need to do is lay down a block of yellow concrete right here. Of course, the tutorial is formatted in the usual way. We're going to be building it one block at a time from the ground up, 3D printing the thing as we go, till we get all the way to the top. And before I get too far, I want to mention, of course, as with all my other tutorials, this is available for download in the video description for both Bedrock and Java versions. And also, if for some reason the download doesn't work for you, it does work. You just need to right-click and copy and paste the entire link, not the truncated version that sometimes is being displayed. With all that said, let us begin again. So we need one block of yellow concrete, then a sea lantern on top of that, and then a block of cyan terracotta. You will need zero pigs for this tutorial. And one block away from that, we want to have just another block of yellow concrete here. And then a sea lantern on top of that, white concrete here, and then cyan terracotta here. And on top of these, we're going to be placing just white concrete on both of these, like so. White concrete here, and there, and here. And at this level, once we placed, 3 blocks of white concrete there and 5 here. We then want to use this measurement. This will start in the middle here, and we'll count out for counting this on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. And then count over 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then place white concrete, 2 blocks of light blue stained glass, and then a block of white concrete. And do the identical on the other side, 3 blocks over, and same deal with glass and white concrete. Of course, this is the bottom of our 45-degree solar panels. Then we have, of course, facing the sun. We do need to power our satellite, after all. Okay, so we want to place more white concrete here. And for our solar panels, as you can see, you want to do the same design, except one block up and one block back for both panels. And then do that again here as well. Except here, we're now placing some cyan terracotta. So we should have 4 blocks of white concrete here and 6 blocks over here. All right, continue your solar panel design just the same. And on top of this, we want to put a 3x3 of cyan terracotta right here. All right, on top of that, we want to put in a line of these may not be facing in the right direction anymore. We want to have these observers facing into each other, like so. So they would make a little ring like that when they will feed into each other. And then on the outside of that, put, 12 blocks of cyan terracotta. All right, next phase here, we are tying now our solar panels. We're finishing the lower portion of those, 5 blocks. And we want to have these little antennas off to the side with a little block of cyan terracotta and then concrete and sea lanterns and a bit of concrete. It's going to be the same on this side over here. Satellite is symmetrical in that sense. We will have some yellow concrete here in the middle on top of the cyan terracotta. And then we want to have our observers facing up here, because we're going to be placing in the next phase, we're going to be placing our redstone lamps on top of those. These appear to be locked on for some reason. But as you can see, we're now doing the next part of the solar panel here. It's going to be just the same. We're going to do another 5 blocks of solar panel, starting here and going up in that direction. Just the same pattern. Here, of course, we want to put down our redstone lamps, some yellow concrete, and some light blue stained glass panes right here in the middle. All right, next phase, you pretty much do the same over here again for that. We want to have these be 2 blocks tall and build your solar panel. Now, I mentioned we might only need a lesser amount of the redstone lamps because only these 8 are visible from the outside. I don't know if we need the others right back in here to work to make the circuit twist around like that and activate the lights. It's possible that we don't, but if you can make it work without those, then you can save yourself a little bit of materials. Next phase over here, cap the entire thing off with cyan terracotta here. And then a 3x3 of cyan terracotta, just like we started on the bottom. And then 2 blocks here of cyan terracotta again. And we're also finishing off our solar panel. As you can see, it's the same design, 5 blocks long, just like so. Over here, we're in the home stretch now already. We want to place 2 blocks of white concrete and then extend that up until you get to 4 blocks right here on both sides. And then on top of this, just like we did below down here when we started the tutorial making these antennae, we're making the reverse version of that up here. So once you get to 4 blocks of white concrete here, then put your antenna ending here. But over here, you want to have it be 6 blocks of white concrete and then the cyan terracotta, the sea lantern, and the last block of yellow concrete there. And once you have done that, your satellite will have all of its systems online, and it will be complete. So this concludes the Futuristic Space Satellite tutorial. I hope you find it useful if you ever need a satellite for something. I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.